Hey, TJ with Back to Nature Living. Yesterday we were finally able to get this old tractor up. It's an M7500DT. It's a 80 to 85 horsepower diesel tractor. It has a little bit big front wheels, but I'm going to put some weight on it. Either that or I will fill the tires actually with fluid. I'll see what I will do. Well, anyway, so yesterday we had our guy coming, not here, but at the bottom of our property, come and weld this link here for the steering. So this hydraulic thing here goes back and forth when you steer from this arm. And then there's a linkage right here. But it keeps on breaking. And it's impossible to get parts for this. So I had this guy come and weld here. What we should have done is what we both had been thinking about, the welder and I, separately, was to weld here, and then this actually goes closer together than this, but anyway, and then put piece of metal from here to here on several places, so it will keep it together. But I have to use it today, so I'm going to try to grind this off again, like to about here, and then I'm going to see if I can actually figure out a way to drill a hole through the whole thing here itself. This has no threads on it at all anymore, and inside either there's nothing. And we did actually support it here so it didn't vibrate enough, but we were really blessed because it broke right when I tried to start scraping in our garden area, and I was so blessed that it didn't break right when I drove up the steep hills on our property. But not only that, like almost halfway when I drove up the hills, these wheels here are filled with fluid, and by the feeling on my fingers and also the smell, it almost smells like coolant, which kind of makes sense so they don't freeze. But they have like I don't know if you can see it over somewhere over there. I don't know. Somewhere over there, there's a little valve stem, and it has only, I can't see it. Anyway, there's a valve stem there, and it needs to be replaced. And I found something I might be able to use from an old rim that I had. I actually touched something. That's what you get with an old tractor. I don't know where I touched. Looks like grease. Anyway, so that's another project. See, the tire is a little bit low. So, and also this tractor is so light on the front, so the front actually bumps up and down, and also it's hard to steer sometimes. So I will, like I maybe said, either fill them with fluid, or I will work with this welder guy and I make something here so I can put like 410 pounders in front here, so I get more traction on the front. Anyway, so that's in short my first project today. I don't have a welder right here that I can use, although maybe I mentioned my big generator needs to be fixed. So right now I just put a 3/8 bolt through here, and this build comes in about almost an inch from there to there, so hopefully this will work. I drove a few feet back and a few feet forwards, and it seems to work. So next thing to do is to fix the tire on the other side. See how that goes. It's amazing. Oh, the rooster wants to be part of the video. It's amazing that the bolt actually held. So I was able to plow and loosen up all the rocks and stuff after I had used the tracks of the excavator. The excavator, I think, is like 28,000 pounds or something. So it really compacts the dirt. So now I loosened it up again with the scraper blade. And tomorrow, I think it is, we have to go and pick up a landscape rake for our tractor. But I was able to, there's a road going along here and all the way around up there and way up there. There's a turnabout up there somewhere. I was able to even go up there, so I was surprised my bolt held. So I have to, tomorrow I will probably get, I have an arc welder, and I also have a tiny little thing that is not worth doing anything with. Maybe just little things like aluminum and stuff. But I'm picking up a MIG welder tomorrow, because the MIG welder, I think, when I looked at it, only requires 20 amps. My first weld with MIG welder, Lincoln 180 HD or something. So what happened here, this, I told this earlier, this steering, the cylinder and everything here, it broke apart right here. It's supposed to be, this part is supposed to screw into here, but it has been wiggly so many years and everything came apart. There's no threads left on the bolt part here, so I had to weld it. So we had a welder, a professional welder. He actually welded it here, but it vibrates so much so that it actually broke apart again and actually broke off a piece of the part here. So I ended up just drilling a hole. It was a pain in the butt, but I drilled a hole through the shell kind of around here and through the whole bolt here, and put my bolt in here, and then now today I welded here. So I put a little metal piece here and welded it all around here. And tried my best to weld in the crack around the whole area here too. It probably looks like crap, but I am not an expert. Definitely not, but I think it works for what I needed to do, so that's all that matters to me. I'm proud. Alright, so this is what the welder, the professional guy, did. He put a bracket here, and then a metal piece come out here, and then he found this type of horseshoe thing here, almost like a ring, but it's open on this side, and he welded it to this bracket that comes out here. So what happens now, this is still hot from welding, so this actually slides in and out like this, so that at least this cannot move much like this, like it used to. It was totally out of control earlier. So seems to work. So I brushed it off with a steel brush, and now I'm just going to put some black paint on and call it good. I'm not going to drive it down the steepest hill on my road yet. So try it out a little bit first. It would suck to lose control over the steering going down those hills, and I don't want to take that chance. So, cool.